Hello everyone, my name is Jawad and I want to share this video with you. I have bought an X-Carve a month ago. I have it shipped from the United States to the Middle East. I live in Amman, Jordan. And I put it together, and there is plenty of videos on the internet, on YouTube, with people that have shown how to put it together, and Inventables have done an excellent job with documenting that. I had a couple of comments that I have sent to Inventables, but apart from that, I think they have done a brilliant set of video instructions. So I don't think it adds any value to show you what I have done in assembling it. But because I was shipping this overseas, I did not include the MDF wasteboard that Inventable ships out. It's quite heavy, and I would pay 4 times its price in shipping, so I skipped that. So when I put this together, the first thing I needed to do, I cut almost a meter by meter MDF board. I put it in. I needed clamping options. I was too eager to start with the X-Carve, so I used double stick tape, and that doesn't work. It leaves lots of residue on the MDF. It holds the piece well, but it leaves lots of sticking residue on the surface, and I didn't want that. I needed something better than that. So the first idea was to use the Festool layout of their table to drill these holes of 20 millimeters each, and to use the Festool clamps, and that worked actually quite well. So if I want to hold this board, I can put these dogs and use the Festool clamps. I can put these dogs here, push this here, and have a couple of these clamps, push them over here, and now this is quite fastened. I have an issue with the board lifting up when I fasten it with the Festool. I just bought these, so I need to see what wrong I'm doing, or if you guys can give me any feedback why when I push these it lifts up the board. But since I have another option of doing it, that's not an issue. I can actually for now do totally without these, because I'll tell you what I have done with this. I have opened, this is 35 centimeters by I think 72, 73 centimeters. I have made an opening in the MDF board. I have done it using the X-Carve. I didn't do the holes with the X-Carve. I just did the pilot holes, and I did the Forsen bit I used to drill the holes. I have just done the pilot holes, so I have the exact locations of all of those. But I had an old Black & Decker Workmate. It looks something like this. This has went to sleep now, okay. It looks something like this, so I have taken the whole base out, and I use just the top. I need to extend these rolling mechanism, because they would hit the table when they are under the table. I made this flush with the table, and it is fixed to this side of the table, and this is the side that is sliding. So I can actually put this board against these dogs, moves these here, and push. Okay. Push this until it is quite tight from both sides, and this is not going anywhere. So I have a solution, even if I don't figure out a solution for the Festool clamps. This is good enough for me. I can put dogs from behind, dogs from here, and push the sliding table. But the reason I integrated this Workmate was not for this purpose, actually. This was an extra benefit. I wanted this so I can carve. I have a need that to carve the side of the boards So I can actually put it like this, you know, and then I think you can see the idea. You just need to make this level to make sure that you have the same depth on carving the side from here. So if you have a need of carving the wood from the side and you have wide boards, you have this. This is gonna be limited to around 60-70 centimeters boards, and the depth I have around 90 centimeters. So this is the limitation I have in this, which is for my application, it's quite fine. Another thing you can do with this, that you can also put the board on this side, and you can use the X-Carve to make any kind of joinery, whether it's a mortise and tenon or it is dovetails, any kind of dovetails, blind, half blind, what have you, for joining two boards together. And the X-Carve have the accuracy to do this quite perfect. I haven't experimented with it yet. I don't think it's a fast way of doing it, but it's definitely an easy and accurate way to do it. So this is what I wanted to share with you. I have put a project on the projects on inventables.com. The name of the project is Advanced X-Carve Worktop. So you can look at that if you want to see. I think this video is self-explanatory. There is nothing really too complicated in putting this together, but you'll see the instructions, and I'll include this video there. And if you want to look at the easel file for this table, I have put up this here as well. Now, please give me your feedback on this video. I'd love to hear from you. I'm new to this. This is my first video, but I would love to hear from you. And I just can't wait now. I finished the worktop to start playing around and experimenting with the X-Carve. I'm no professional by any means. I'm a hobbyist. I do this in my spare time, and I just love it. I like tools, I like woodworking, and I like computers. So this is bringing, I like computers and electronics. So this is bringing lots of my interests together. So I'm quite happy with that. My next project will have to do with dust extraction. This, I didn't put the X-Carve in my workshop. It's quite small, and it's in the basement, so I have an extra room now. My son moved out to the university in Sweden, so I'm taking advantage of his room until he's back next summer. So I have set up this here in a nice and clean environment with air conditioning on, so it's quite perfect. But I have to deal with dust. This is in the middle of my apartment, so I have to deal with the dust. I bought this from Amazon. It's a drill press dust collector from Peachtree. It wasn't expensive. I think I paid more in shipping than what I paid for it itself. This is not so flexible. This is the maximum bending that you can have on this. You can see that. And on the picture, I expected to have something a little bit more. And the nozzle for the dust extraction, if you see, it does not hold the angle. It's too loose here, and I think it's I mean, compared to this, you really have to put some strength to take any piece out, but this one, it just slides in and out quite easy, and it does not hold the angle. I still haven't decided what I'm gonna do. I want to have the spindle and the bit exposed, so I'm gonna try to put the nozzle as close as possible as I can get it, and see how that works and what